I noticed her smile before I heard it, the soft, warm kind she used to give me years ago, back when everything between us felt easy and effortless. She was standing near the cafe entrance, sunlight brushing through her hair as she tucked a loose strand behind her ear. And the man in front of her, he made her laugh. Not a polite chuckle, not a casual reaction, an honest, unguarded laugh. Something inside me didn't break. It just fell silent. Not anger, not heartbreak, just a heavy, exhausted quiet. For months, things between us had been slipping through the cracks. Conversations that ended before they began. Dinners that felt colder than the plates they were served on. Phones placed face down like they were hiding secrets. I kept telling myself it was work, pressure, routine, anything but the truth. But watching her smile like that at a stranger, smile in a way she hadn't smiled at me in so long, I finally felt something inside me admit what I had been avoiding. Maybe I was the one she had drifted away from. I stepped back. Then again, I didn't want a confrontation or some long explanation. I wanted space, room to breathe, to accept that maybe our story had reached its quiet end. I turned to leave, heartbeat thudding so hard it felt like it was echoing in my ears. Then I heard her voice, sharp, panicked, cutting through the noise. Daniel, wait, don't go. The fear in her voice wasn't irritation or frustration. It was real panic, the kind I hadn't heard from her in years. I froze where I stood. She pushed through the crowd, almost running until she reached me. Her hand grabbed my arm, tight, desperate, like she was holding onto something that was slipping out of her grasp. "Why were you walking away?" she asked, breath uneven. I tried to keep my voice steady. I didn't want to interrupt. Her brows pulled together, confusion flickering across her face, until the man behind her stepped forward. "Oh, your husband," he said quickly. He reached out a hand. "You must be Daniel. I'm Ethan, her cousin." Cousin. The word hit like a punch and an embrace at the same time. But she wasn't smiling anymore. Her face had drained of color, her eyes wide and trembling with something I didn't expect. Hurt. "Daniel," she whispered, voice soft and strained. "Did you really think I'd smile at someone else like that?" I didn't answer. I couldn't. Ethan noticed the tension and excused himself, leaving the two of us standing together in the middle of the busy street. She searched my face like she was looking for something hidden just beneath my expression. "You were leaving," she said again, but this time her voice cracked. "You were actually leaving me." The truth was sharp enough to swallow whole. I began, but the rest refused to come out. She stepped closer, so close her breath brushed my cheek. Her fingers grazed mine, trembling. "I know I've been distant," she said. "I know you felt it. But I'm not going anywhere, Daniel. I wasn't planning to. Not once." I looked at her, really looked at her, at the worry tightening her eyes, the fear trembling on her lips, the fear that she was losing something she hadn't even realized was slipping away. I thought I wasn't enough anymore, I confessed quietly. Her eyes softened, gentler than they had been in years. "Then I failed you," she whispered, "because you're the only person who still makes me nervous. The only one whose attention I want." She shook her head slowly. "That smile you saw, I'd give that to people because that's just who I am. But the one I save for you, you don't look at me long enough to see it anymore." Silence settled around us, delicate and heavy at the same time. Then something I never expected happened. She cupped my face with both hands and kissed me, hard, urgent, full of all the fear and love she'd been holding back. Right there, in the middle of the street. People stared. Someone chuckled. A couple even clapped. She didn't care. And for once, neither did I. When she finally pulled away, her forehead rested against mine. "I choose you," she whispered, voice trembling. "Every single day. Even on the days I forget how to show it." And in that moment, in the middle of a noisy street surrounded by strangers, I realized something I had been too scared to see. I had been so afraid of losing her that I never noticed she was terrified of losing me, too. I wrapped my arms around her, holding her close like she was something precious I had almost walked away from forever. "Don't ever leave without talking to me first," she murmured against my chest. I smiled, a genuine one, only if you promised to save that smile for me. She let out a small laugh. The gentle one, the one that feels like home. And for the first time in a long, long while, we walked away together.